Alright, so dito, ililipat ko kanina ito. So, ililipat ko dito before the click me. Kasi ang gusto ko mangyari, yung click me, yun lang yung link ko, no? So, pwede din yan. Now, for example, hindi na ako gagamit nito, kundi ida-direct ko na yung reference natin doon sa pinagkuhanan natin ng information from Britannica. So, ito, Britannica.com. So, copy lang natin yung kanilang URL, go back to the text, and then paste that, save, no, Control S, save the changes, and then go back to the browser para makita yung mga changes na ginawa natin. So, refresh lang, and then ayan. So, Tulips. For more information about Tulips, click me. Then, mag-open siya ng new window, going to Britannica. You still have the window, original window on your left side. So, yun ang kagandahan. No? You can easily go back from one website to another using the target is blank attribute. So, if you go down, meron kang meaning, meron kang history. So far, ito na yung nagawa natin. Now, ang susunod po natin gagawin is to implement yung linking on the same page using the ID. So, for example, meron ka ditong gustong ilagay na parang table of content. After nito na kapag kinlik mo yon is pupunta siya to sa meaning and sa history, no? So, magdagdag tayo ng tags para doon to make that effective. So, for example, so Tulips. Then, under Tulips, magagawa ako dito ng ordered list. No, ordered list. And then, sorry. Yan. Tapos dito, gamit tayo ng list or li. Una nga, ano nga yung ginamit natin? History and meaning, no? So, meaning, and then, okay, history. So, kung napapansin nyo, on this demonstration, wala pa akong ginagamit na ID. Ma'am, nasa na po yung ID na sinasabi nyo kanina? Hindi pa natin nagagamit. So, dito, hindi ko muna siya dinagdag kasi I wanted you to appreciate yung changes na mangyayari. So, let me save that. Go back to the browser and refresh para makita natin to. No, dito, wala pa tayong link na ginagawa. It's just a regular ordered list. So, now, let's go back to the Sublime Text. And then, itong ating link na to, gagawin natin siyang link to the same web page. So, as you can see, linking to the same page, gagawin natin to katulad nung nasa PowerPoint presentation natin. But before we go ahead and do this, dun sa ating mga ordered list, bibigyan muna natin ng ID kung saan natin siya ituturo. So, para maintindihan ng web browser mo, sino ba yung hahanapin ko? Parang ganun yung analogy natin, no? So, yung meaning, syempre, we wanted to connect that to the part kung nasan yung meaning ng iyong tulips. So, in this case, bibigyan ko ng ID yung heading tree ko at ang ilalagay ko dito is meaning. So, ayan po, no? Ang ID niya is meaning. Para hindi naman, parang alam mo, talagang relative sila sa isa't isa. So, katulad nung nandito sa atin, no? Ganun lang naman yon yung example natin. Now, dito sa H3, ganun din yung process na gagawin natin. So, dito, ilalagay natin is history. Alright, so ayan, meron na tayong tulip and, meron na tayong meaning rather, and then we also have the history. So, capitalize ko lang. Now, let me go back to the ordered list. So, dito, no, dito, ilalagyan natin to ng anchor tag. Right? So, sa href natin, hashtag, and then yung pangalan nung ginawa mong ID. So, dito, meaning yung ginamit natin. Make sure na ilipat mo ito sa loob ng anchor tag. Yan, nilipat lang natin, ha? So, dito, tinawag natin yung meaning on this list 1. On the second list, gawa din tayo ng hashtag history. So, yun, kung napapansin nyo, lumalabas na siya ng kusa. Sineselect na lang natin. Mas napapadali yung ating coding. So, na-save na natin yung ating changes. Let us go back to the web browser and refresh. So, as you can see, naging hyperlinks na yung ating ordinary list kanina. So, dito, now, if you wanted to go to meaning and history, you have to scroll down. Now, if you don't want that to be a burden to your user, pwede kayong gamit nito. So, meaning, pupunta siya doon kapag sinelect ni user yung meaning na yon, and then the history will go directly to the history. So, yun yung ating purpose in creating links to the same web pages. Lalo na kung ang dami ng content ng iyong web page. Okay, so far, yun po yung gusto nating demonstration for linking to the same page. So, I hope we are able to understand that. Now, if you wanted to do that, mas madali nang makikita ng user yung mga sections na hinahanap nila. Alright, let us go ahead and proceed to the next topic, which is about white space. Now, the rest of this lesson, from white space onwards, will now focus on some tools developers use to make code easier to interpret. As the code in an HTML file grows kasi guys, marami na kayong ginagawang project and all, it becomes increasingly difficult to keep track of how elements are related. So, kaya, programmers use two tools to visualize the relationship between elements. Ang tawag po doon is white space and indentation. Actually, ginagawa ko na yun kanina habang nagbibigay ako sa inyo ng demonstration. Na hindi pa lang sure yung iba, at yung iba ginagawa na rin to for sure kasi sa programming language practice na rin yan. To use the same tool, no? Both tools kasi, bakit po natin kailangan gamitin yan, ma'am? Required po ba yan? Sa totoo lang, hindi naman yun siya required. But again, for you guys, it's gonna help you visualize kung ano ba yung itsura na ng code nyo, and for other readers of your program to make it easier for them to understand what is the content of your code all about. Okay, so both tools take advantage of the fact that the position of elements in a web browser is independent of the amount of white space or indentation. So, kahit naman damihan mo yung space and all that, wala naman yun talagang effect sa web browser mo. However, for the readers and for you as the developer of the page, mas madali mong naiintindihan kung ano yung mga elements na magkakapares, magkakagroup, and so on. Now, for example, if you wanted to increase the space between two paragraphs on your web page, you should not be able to accomplish this by adding spaces between the paragraphs in the element that you wanted to add it to. But what you need to do is to use specific elements for that para magkaroon ng parang spaces. Pero sa'yo, for example, look at this example, no? What makes this example difficult to read? No? As you can see, take a look at this example. Masakit sa mata. Ganito pa lang siya. Paano kung napakadami ng code doon sa yung text editor at hindi ka naglagay ng spaces? Hindi ka gumamit ng indentation. So, that's hard. That's going to be hard for you to track kung ano ba yung mga dapat mong baguhin doon sa mga tags mong ginagawa. Now, ma'am, kapag po ba nag-create ako ng spaces, may effect po ba? Sabi ko nga kanina, walang effect yon doon sa browser mo. So, your browser will just ignore the white spaces in HTML files when it renders a web page. So, it can be used as a tool to make code easier to read and follow para sa mga ating web developers. Okay, so, let us compare na, no, yung yung ginamitan ng white space and indentation to the example that I have shown you. Yan. So, meron na tayong spaces, indentation. Nag-e-enter ka na rin para hindi na siya dikit-dikit. No? Now, in this example, it's already easier to read because each element is on its own line. So, every time you create an element, another element, nagamit tayo ng white spaces. So, while the first example required you to read the entire line of code to identify the elements, this example naman makes it easy to identify the body tag, the paragraph tags, and another paragraph tag. Okay, so that is the use of white spaces to create an enter or another line for your codes. So, yung indentation naman, madali nang intindihin yan, guys, no? Yun yung second tool natin. To make the structure of code easier to read is indentation. The spaces are inserted using the space and tab bars on your keyboard. Okay, so, bakit po natin to ginagawa, ma'am? Is this some sort of a standard or a requirement? To be honest with you guys, wala naman talagang requirement when it comes to using white spaces and indentation. However, the World Wide Web Consortium or yung tinatawag nilang W3C, they are the one who's responsible for maintaining the style standards of HTML. So, at the time of writing, the W3C recommends 2 spaces of indentation when writing HTML code. Now, although your code will work without exactly 2 spaces, this standard is followed by the majority of professional web developers. Indentation is used to easily visualize which elements are nested within other elements, katulad ng example natin dito. So, dito gumamit lang ng 2 spaces. On my case, guys, sa akin, minsan, guilty ako dito, hindi ko na-follow yung 2 spaces. Para mas madali sa akin ang ginagamit ko yung tab key dun sa aking keyboard. Kasi parang, isang pindot lang, may space na ako na malaki. Pagka kasi sa space bar, 2 beses pa akong pipindot. So, sometimes, I simply use the tab. And that's fine naman as long as you use the indentation. And again, ang masasabi ko lang, kay W3C, ang standard nila ay 2 spaces to create indents. So, for example nito, no, yung div mo, meron siyang nested elements sa loob na paragraph 2. Yung first paragraph mo, nasa outside siya ng division na ito. So, therefore, yung first paragraph mo, naka-indent lang siya ng konti from the body tag. Nag-create ka ng division. Expected, kapag may division, meron ka pang ilalagay sa loob niyan. So, you're going to create another space for that inside the division tag. So, that's an example, no? Meron tayong indentations na ginagamit. So, again, ito po ay just a visualization tool ng mga web developers for easier coding and understanding the structure of your code. So, yung tinatawag nating white space and indentation. Okay, the next topic that we're gonna talk about are comments. Like other programming languages, guys, HTML files also allows you to add comments to your code. And again, kung kayo po ay sanay nang gumamit nito sa mga programming languages po na ginagamit nyo before, so kung kayo naging estudyante ko na, no, ito, naituro ko naman in Java, pwede din yon sa HTML. And again, these comments doesn't have any effect po sa inyong web page. Ginagamit lang po ito ng mga programmer, web developers, so that it's going to be helpful for them for many reasons, no? But before I go ahead and tell that to you, tingnan muna natin kung ano ba yung format in HTML sa pagkikreate ng comments kasi hindi siya similar sa mga programming languages. So, the comments begin with the opening bracket, exclamation point, and then dash, then sa loob nun is your comment. Now, any characters in between will be ignored by your browser. So, ito po yung character ng comment mo. Sa loob niyan, lahat ng ilagay mo dyan is going to become a comment and hindi siya papansinin ng web browser. So, katulad po nito, this is a comment that the browser will not display. So, eh, wala nang ibang interpretation doon, kundi yun na rin yun. Talagang whatever is inside this is not going to be displayed on your web browser. So again, I was telling you a while ago na ang pag-i-include ng comments are very helpful for many reasons. So let me show to you the reasons. First one is for you hindi lang ikaw pala, no, and others to understand your code if you decide to come back and review it a much later date. So, for example, gumawa ka ng web page ngayon, naging busy ka, and after a couple of weeks, tsaka mo lang siya nabalikan. So, sa totoo lang, kapag merong gap in creating web pages, not just web pages, no, even in programming, ganun yun. Merong mga times na, para saan ko nga ito ginawa? Ano bang purpose ko nito? Bakit meron ako nito? So, kasi yung pinaka-code mo is medyo complex. So, ano nga bang ginawa ko rito? So, might as well you add comments to that kind of codes na medyo hindi madaling intindihin, lalo na kung iba yung magbabasa. So, lagyan mo siya ng comments na relative to what you're trying to do on that code or line of codes. So, the next reason is that they allow you to experiment with new code without having to delete the old one. So, for example, inaaral mo yung kung mag-workout ba yung code na to. Let me give you an analogy here. Let's say you're trying to figure out kung yung paglalagin details ni user dun sa ginagawa mong code is effective ba o hindi. Nag-create ka ng first code mo. Then, you wanted to experiment to create a more secure code. So, instead of deleting, adding, editing, modifying, pwede kang gumawa ng isang set of code and then gawin mo siyang comment, itry mo yung second code mo, at kung ano yung mas nakita mong effective, aalisin mo lang yung pagko-comment doon sa mga codes na yon. So, therefore, hindi mo kailangan mag-delete at mag-type again ng panibagong line of codes dahil lang gusto mong mag-experiment sa mas secured na paglalagin ni user. So, yun. Ilan lang yun sa mga parang simple tool pero simple to create. Minsan, hindi naman siya requirement talaga kahit gumawa ka nun or hindi ka gumawa nun, magwo-work properly ang yung web page. But, there's a great impact on how web developers will create a larger project in the future. So, now, yun po yung ilan sa ating mga discussion. That's actually the end of our lesson for this week. And then, to summarize all of the things that we have talked about, the doctype HTML declaration should always be the first line of code in your HTML files. This lets the browser know what version of HTML to expect. The HTML element will contain all of your HTML code. Obviously, information about the web page like the title belongs within the head of the page. You can add a title to your web page by using the title element inside of the head tag. A web page title appears on a browser tab. Anchor tags are used to link to internal pages, external pages, or content on the same page. You can create sections on a web page and jump to them using the A tags and adding IDs to the elements you wish to jump to. Elements between HTML or white space between HTML elements helps make code easier to read while not changing how elements appear in the browser. Indentation also helps make code easier to read. It makes parent-child relationship visible. And comments are written in HTML using the following syntax. So that is all. The floor is now open for the question and answer portion. So are there any questions, guys, regarding our topic? If there is, kindly do them now.